One more question of this exercise. This is question number 6. I'll be discussing. This is the last question that I'll be discussing. I'll leave you question number 7 to be done by you on your own. I will not be discussing that myself. You'll have to do the questions on your own. The next question. This question I'm discussing. This is the last question that I'm going to discuss. This is question number 6. In this question, this says there is a man Raj who buys 200 boxes of apples at $28 per box. There are 60 apples in each box. 15% of the apples are rotten. Find the selling price per apple if he wants to earn an 80% profit on the cost price. The question is actually saying that the question actually wants you to find out the selling price of each apple, keeping this in your mind that the profit that he wants to make is 80% profit. So first of all, you have to find the selling price of each apple and also make sure that he makes a profit of 80% in this case. So in order to do so, I would like to find out the total cost price that he has paid for the apples and the total selling price that he has to make, and then I'll be able to find out the selling price of each apple. So to do so, I'll have to find out the total amount that he has paid and the total number of apples that he has available to be sold, not the ones that he has just purchased, because 15% of those apples are rotten, are spoiled, they cannot be sold again. So first of all, I'll find out the total amount that he has spent. Cost price of 200 boxes. Okay. What is the cost price of one box? $28. How many boxes has he purchased? 200. So 200 multiplied by 28 will give me the total cost, the total expenditure that he has made. Okay. This is the total amount that he has actually spent. This is the actual cost price of all the apples and all the boxes that he has purchased. I want to find out the cost price of all the apples, so I'll have to find out how many apples has he purchased in this. How many apples does he have? There are 200 boxes, each box contains 60 apples, so altogether there are 12,000 apples available. So you can say he has paid $5,600 for 12,000 apples, and if all of them were in good shape, I would have found out the cost price of each apple and then calculated what can I sell it for. But unfortunately, 15% of the total apples got spoiled. How many apples did I have? 12,000. 15% of them got spoiled, so I have to identify the total number of apples that got spoiled. 12,000, 15% of 12,000 is 1,800. That many apples are just spoiled and it cannot be sold. So I'll subtract 1800 from the total number of apples. I will be left with this. These are the apples that are in good shape. They can be sold forward. Now I have to identify what should be the cost, what should be the selling price of these apples so that I make a profit of 80%. He wants to make a profit of 80% of the cost price. What was his cost price? $5,600. 80% of $5,600 on calculation becomes 4,480. So he wants to have this amount as profit, and obviously he wants to get his original amount back, refunded. This amount has to be back. So I need to find out the selling price that he has to sell everything for. He wants to sell it, obviously his cost price plus this much amount. Okay. So he will sell it at this. He will sell it for $10,080. Only then he will have a profit of $4,480. So this is the total selling price that he is going to sell those 10,200 and 200 apples to have a profit of 80%. So this is the total selling price. These are the total number of apples that he has available. Selling price of each apple, 10,080 divided by 10,200. That will approximately be equals to $0.99 or 99 cents to be exact. This was the last question that I have discussed. Question number 7. Try and do that question yourself. I'll try and share the solution of that question. Hopefully you now all will be able to do all of these questions. Thank you so much.